So Valentine's Day, we just got done with that quote unquote holiday. You know, I it's been a while since I celebrated Valentine's Day, but I'm kind of glad I did because honestly, it had been nearly 10 years, I think, or 8 years since I celebrated Valentine's Day the way I did. Which means that the last time I actually had a sturdy girlfriend was about 8 years ago when I was living with this one girl who she was a single mom. I was a stepdad. That was, I think, the last time I actually had a serious girlfriend. And after that, it was all flings for a couple of seasons and friends with benefit relationships, which is very common till in this day and age. Although I hear that most they're guys younger than me struggling to get some, if you know what I mean. So definitely not a problem here in that regard. So it's nice to, if you've been following my journey here, I've been dating this Famisha's beautiful Colombian girl that I met about a year and a half ago. We've been dating for nearly a year and a half. She's still very much in the picture, um, and things are, I wouldn't say getting serious, but things moderately have stuck through time. We've just found a great routine. We love each other's company. We don't see each other every single day. But when we do see each other, it's a lot of fun. Obviously, she doesn't have to pay for a damn thing because I like paying for her. She's in her 20s still. She's in her late 20s now, but she's still in her 20s, which works out well for me. That's kind of what I seem to attract. And frankly, I get along with women half my age or a lot younger. I myself am nearly 50 in a couple of months, 4 or 5 months. So that's a big number. But then again, is it? Right? It's a life well lived in what I pour into this channel and how I live my life. The health protocols, right? You got to take care of yourself. I talk about 10,000 steps, drinking your water, gallon of water every single day. That helps your skin, right? Stay hydrated, having good sleep, disconnecting and cutting off literally toxic people, including family, right? And as you get older, you realize that you really don't need a lot of people around you, and solitude sometimes is the best thing for you, where you can find yourself and connect to your higher self, that higher being that we've been running away from for many years of our lives. And that's why people turn to substance abuse like alcohol and mixing certain chemicals and drugs and whatnot, just to numb the pain. But I say personally, don't numb the pain. Embrace the pain as long as you can control it, because a lot of the battle is mental, right? A lot of the stuff is mental, and we get entrapped within our own minds. And when we do that, your soul kind of withers away and starts dying. What you start dying, right? The bright side of you, the potential, all of that starts dying away, and with that, physically, mentally, you start aging. So I kind of went off on a tangent, but coming back to the relationship aspect, I think I've spent many years of my life just in that spaces of monk mode, and then of course straying every now and then with a female companion. I would say dating seasons. I've had a few, so this is the most sturdiest, however you say that, I've been in quite some time. So that to me tells me, hey, I'm older, wiser, and I just got my sowing my seeds in that sense, right? Like I'm more grounded now, where I don't need to hop around from girl to girl. If I find just a few qualities that appeal to me, you're easy to get along with, as some of these dating coaches in the manosphere space says, right? Fit, feminine, and friendly. That's all really. I mean, people don't want to listen to what men have to say, but yet the people that give advice to men and say you should do this and this is what you should do, this is coming from women. No offense, but you're not a man, so you don't know what it takes. So when we speak our opinions, you have to listen, because we really mean it. And a lot of what we ask for is not that difficult. And in this relationship that I'm in, I do the cooking, I think I'm a great chef. She loves when I cook because here's how I look at it. She doesn't have to do much. She needs to. She looks. She always blows me away when she's in a dress. She's from Colombia, so she's got a nice. For me, like it's a nice physique. I love it. She smells good. She's friendly. She's got a little bit of a feisty personality, the Latina in her. So you can't have everything, right? So that's okay. Like I give her a lot of room, a lot of space. This Valentine's Day was really amazing. It's because she really genuinely. We finished like 2 bottles of wine, but she genuinely tried giving me some advice about my YouTube channel, about what I should be doing, and what are the recommendations, and here are ways to grow your different channels. So she was really trying to help me, and then she listened to some of my childhood trauma stories and gave her 2 cents, and then I got to know about her life in Colombia, how she grew up in poverty. So there's a lot of exchange, like different cultures, right? You exchange these stories that add value, and honestly it just creates this connection over time, and that's why we're here. And obviously the good stuff, right? You have your intimate times, and then you share the your days, how your day was, when you meet. So recently, as you saw, this wokeism stuff I spoke about seeped into my class, and I had a really, I wouldn't say a bad disagreement, but just it was a very sour taste in my mouth with my acting teacher after I did had this conversation about wokeism with her, and how I'm not a fan of some of this material being pushed down in class. And I did a video on it. So my channel, you can check it out on that topic. Very free flow. It's just like this. It's like we're grabbing a beer and I'm just venting. So there's no structure to it, folks. Just a heads up, as is in all my videos. So when I shared this story with her, it was nice to get a perspective, and nice. It was, I didn't necessarily need her to even agree with my views, but she saw it, and she saw the pain in my eyes. Like she felt the pain, and she called it out, right? Even during Valentine's Day. But it was nice to have someone there from that perspective, and I've spent a year and a half with her. So there's a comment she made, is this, like we're both in Vegas together, experiencing Las Vegas. You can't go wrong if you live in a city like Las Vegas. But she said that, you're my person. You are pretty much what I have here, and scaringly though, I am her only option. So I wanted to ask her, do you want to have more options? That's what I got from it, right? And we, like I said, I don't know where this is gonna go, because it makes me think too, right? Right now, she is my only option, and while it's a good streak, she's from Colombia. She could go back. She's sorting some stuff out, but here in the U.S. But it made me think for a little bit. Like, should I open up that can where I should maybe have other female friends? And having female friends is nothing wrong. Having guy friends is, so. I mean, that's what am I gonna do? You don't have guy friends? What am I gonna say, right? At this age, right? So I give her a lot of room. But then it did make me start think. It made me think that I should probably not shut off all my doors and keep things open. Because to her point, you want to have more than one option where you can say, you know what, I want to give this person a try. I want to give that person a try. Or I want to stop dating now. I'm bored, and I think that person intrigues me now. Although I have kept it very exciting for her. I think that's why she's here. Besides looking the part and taking care of myself, she loves how I look. Very complimentary when I dress up and look the part. All of that good stuff I talk about: fitness, health, wellness, reaping the benefits. She loves all of it. But this is the reason why people shouldn't get married today, is because people get bored. Once marriage is over with, meaning you've tied the knot, it doesn't take long before boredom seeps in, and you have to live up and maintain that life, right? You have to, every day, you're counting on this person that's living with you in the same roof under one house. Your emotions are almost at her beckoning, right? She's pulling the strings. And I felt it even with my girlfriend, right? Where if there's a hint of her not being happy, you know, some of the dating coaches talk about, I'm not happy. And if you know who they are, you know who they are. So I'm in that group. I belong to that group of coaches where I totally resonate with them. But you can never keep them fully 100% happy. I know this. And so the little that I see my girlfriend once a week maybe, which is plenty, even I feel it like, holy cow, like if this was like a full-time thing, like 7 days a week, I cannot live up to it. I cannot live up to your high standards because I just want to, there are days when most days I just want to be alone, and I love my solitude. I love my privacy. I love my alone time. I love doing nothing. I love sometimes not going, most times not going out anywhere and saving my money, because this is maintenance. You have to spend money when you're dating. Dating is expensive. Dating is not for everyone. And you know what's also expensive is marriage. You're going to be investing in things that really you don't want to do. It's really for her. A lot of things you're doing is for her. Most men, we're generally speaking very happy with a couch, TV, blanket, some food, and we're good. Like, we don't need a whole lot. So I've always had a one bedroom, even a two, but one large bedroom with a man cave. In addition to that, and right now I have, outside of sorting out my job situation, that's been a roller coaster, and then launching this YouTube channel. It's not, life is not so bad. It's a matter of perspective when you put it like that. Because I've covered this marriage topic in other channels before, and I know a lot of married folks on the flip side that are not happy. I also know a lot of married folks in situationships within their marriage and having situationships, and they're trying to also normalize having side dudes or side girls, mistresses, right? And sort of justifying that it's okay, like open marriages. That's what I was looking for. I'm not okay with that. I'd rather not marry, not go through a legal process, which is another barrier to your health. Because if you're legally getting married, right? Yeah, it's just too much power. I think we're giving away as men, to the opposite sex in that sense, is because everything you're handing over the keys to the kingdom essentially to this woman who, at any point in life, one is going to change. It's not a matter of um, when. It's if. It's just a matter of when they do. It could be 6 months, 1 year, less than that, even sometimes, right, for them to change and say that I'm not happy. I want a divorce. And so, what are you going to do? There's no way you can fight that. And if you throw in the kids there in the equation, you're essentially effed as a man. So I think that if Uncle Sam has given them such a long runway and a parachute with cash and prizes, right? Uh, it's a matter of time they jump off with everything that has been given to them by, the government, essentially the benefit package, right? It's their 401k, their retirement, their Christmas cash and prizes that they've cashed out, and now it's time to jump, and you're going to be stuck paying for that for the rest of your life while she takes your kids and dates another man, and you're still paying for her lifestyle. So for me, you know, there's no way for me to walk down the aisle and tie the knot at this age. I am a lot older, definitely wiser, a lot smarter. Valentine's Day, I think it's nice. I mean, I got into the spirit of it this year because I think it was worth it. But outside of that, it's a programmed holiday, right? It's a mass marketing media, great for commercial corporations to make money of this day. It's really designed for men to go out there and spend hundreds of dollars on items and things that are not necessary. So but anyway, I am sharing all of this on a happy note that I had a great time. It was a birthday as well, and my dog's birthday. So we were able to celebrate all of that in the same week, the same weekend. And my dog is 11, by the way, so she's getting up there too. Um, so we wrapped up the weekend, and that was, you know, quote unquote, our loving moment of the week. We did a recap, had some sushi, we had some hors d'oeuvres at this place here in Henderson called The Local. Great wine. We bought a bottle there. We finished a bottle at my place. So about 2 bottles when it's all said and done. Great time, folks. Great time. And called it the night. So I haven't seen her since, but we've texted today, so I'm probably going to see her over the weekend. And yeah, we'll take it from there until the next video, folks. I can see the sun's going down. It's a great time to head back. This is my 3rd recording for the session here. And until the next one, I'm out.